So, welcome to round 2 of the Ginetta GT5 Championship of Season 11 for NXTGEN. I'm your commentator, Jordan Harding, for the night. Now, we have missed the first race due to technical issues, but we are here for race 2, which is a slightly longer race. We're here at Hockenheim National for round 2, where after Donington the points were very, very tight. Now, this event is sponsored by Emily Linscott, who has her first Ginetta Junior race this weekend at Brands Hatch Indy, so all the best for her this weekend, and hopefully she can get the result she's looking for and be near the top of the field as we go for qualifying here. 20 minutes worth at Hockenheim. So, the points after round number 1 for this championship at Donington was Jamie F430 was leading the championship with 35 points, 1 pole and a race win, closely followed by Adam Morris, just shy of him by 1 point on 34 in second. Seeks 44 was third on 33 points. The defending champion RS Jim 77 on 28 points. Gaza123 was 5th on 25, Boyraxa 14 was 6th on 22, Slider Gas 28 was 7th after round 1 in the championship on 18 points, the Les was 8th with 15 points, Cam123 Diz in 9th with the same as Les, 15 points, Liam Thurso, after what can we say, a bit of rotten luck in both races last time out, lies 10th with 14. Our Ostinator lies in 11th as we have a spin by Purple Twig at 69. First race in this season league for the GT5s. In the stadium section there. A few other. Let's have a look. There's championship leader Jamie F30. 12th in the championship was Ginger Poisson on 11 points. In 13th were PS Scooby 555 with 11. 14th was Afcape on 5, as was Mad Marshall and Shadow Stalker DBS all on 5. In the last position, as Boyraxa are on your screen at the moment. Let's someone go. Another new one for this season, and he tags someone there. That is Ginger Poisson, is it? No. Who is... Or is it Slider Gas? Might be Slider Gas. Spinning around and getting collected there by Ray Donovan. Ray Donovan. Ropsk, I guess, Mazay 21, a few new names tonight, as Gaza sets the pace currently with a 136.7, followed by Liam with 4 tenths. Seeks 44 now pops it into second, 2 tenths off. Mazay has just gone into the barrier, and that is someone else. That is Seeks has also gone in the barrier at the first turn. Very easy to do, just clipping the curb and losing the back end of these things. Remember, these are the GT5 versions of the G40. Which, a few stats on those in a minute, if we get a quiet spell. And Purple Twig 69 takes 6/10 off of Gazza's time to go into provisional pole position here. There's your defending champion, looking to secure another GT5 championship in this season. RSGym 77, not to a bad start in the season, lying 4th overall. But that's not going to help his preparation for this flying lap coming up. There is your championship leader by 1 point, remember. Jamie F430 in the number 30 machine. Jim crossing the line there. And you can tell, oh, that was a flying lap by Jim. Not a very quick one, obviously, because of the spin onto the grass. I think he was just prepping it up. Lima Thursday, now Gazza takes that away from him again. 0.055 the gap between them. Let's go on board here with Jamie F430. We come up to turn 2. To go through the start of the Parabolica, but we cut off slightly early down here because it's the national circuit. So only here and go double 90 right, effectively turn it into a really long extended hairpin. There's 9 left, which is really tight and continues to tighten. Then you bring it to the left, get the line in for the right, you can pretty much take it flat. If you go on the wrong line, you can lose the back end through it. Come to the stadium section, and the first part of the stadium section is the Mobile 1 curve. Nice wide entry, hit the apex, and then drift out wide, and then bring it back across for the Sachs curve hairpin. And nice and in, lovely, using the banking to full perfection there. Through the flick left, flick right, and into third curve. Running a bit wide there, but that's not a bad line through there overall. Purple Twig reclaims the pole position. Across the line for Jamie F430, puts him 8th place as he goes back into the pits. Twig at the moment, first round in these cars, and then she's looking very, very good. That number 22 car. So looks Seeks is about to cross the line and doesn't improve. Look at the layers in the number 37 machine. Now obviously we did miss race 1, so I shall go through the order of race 1 for you to bring you up to speed. Boy Raxa 14 won the first race here, which was 7 laps around Hockenheim National, followed by Adam Morris, Purple Twig 69, RSGym 77. Gaza 123 was 5th, Ginger Poisson was in 6th, Deleuze was 7th. That's Deleuze going back into the pits there, as you can see on the screen. There goes Ropsk. Radovon 80 was in 8th, Liam Atherso was 9th, Chris 93, who's no longer in the lobby, was in 10th. Then 11th was Slider Gas, 12th was our championship leader Jamie F430, so not a great race 1 here. He'll be looking for better to redeem himself here, but he is only qualifying in 11th at the moment, so that means Adam Morris does move into the lead currently as it stands. Mazet 21 was in 13th, Seeks 44 having a bad race in 14th there, Ropsk was 15th and Shadowstalker DBS bring up the rear in 16th and last place. So that was a recap of race number 1, as we did miss it due to technical issues. We're watching Shadowstalker here. He's up into 14th with that lap, but I think Mosey has got a lot more left in the tank than 12 seconds slower. Flings it into Nord Curve. The Einfahrt Parabolica. Now, I will apologise if I say any of these names wrong. They are not my language. So through Einfahrt Parabolica, then into the start of the actual Parabolica of Hockenheim, before we head off to the side of the circuit for the double 90 right. That is lovely through there from Mosey 21. Up into the tightening 90 left. Keep going around in the curve, then you can take the next one flat. Jamie 430, lap time invalidated, we can see down at the bottom right there. Up into the stadium section we go then through the Mobile 1 curve. Up into the hairpin left. Really nice through there. It's been a clean lap so far from Mosey. Flick left, flick right in the number 21 machine. Final 2 corners to go. He brings out nice and wide. Not quite right in the curb. Bring it back into the apex. Runs out a bit wide. No, he doesn't use the curb at all. And across the line he comes, and he puts it 13th. He does improve on that lap. There's Liam Thurso sat in 2nd place at the moment. But the current pole sitter, Purple Twig 69, seeming quite confident right now at 4/10 the gap. Very good display so far, but any of these men can, any of these boys and girls can beat that. This is a very, very tight league for especially the racing. You could be 4/10 a lap down in this league and you will still be fighting for the win. That is how tight it is. As we come onto me straight for Liam Thurso. So does he improve? He does not, but Gaza does. Very interesting that these guys are effectively in teammate cars, but Gaza there nabbing the slipstream from Liam Thurso to go within 3/10 now of Purple 69. He's backed right off now. He's back in the pits. Nobody else says Liam goes in the pits. Boy Rex are 14, sat in 4th at the moment. And our race 1 winner for tonight, Boy Rexer. Like Jamie F430 getting out the way, very good stuff there from him, making sure he doesn't impede anyone's lap time here. The final 2 corners for Boy Rexer. With 6.5 minutes left on the clock. And you can still have it. That's very wide from Jamie F430. He is well and truly in the barrier and back to the pits there. Boy Rexer stays in 4th, 0.340. Oh, and he immediately spins. I think this may have been the issue here for most of our front runners of the championship. Maybe just getting caught out by that first corner, the last corner. But Gaza is now back on track. Now, as I said before, this is the GT5 variant of the Ginetta G40 car. And just a few runners as I've pulled out. Obviously they're rear-wheel drive and front engine. We have a bit of a race going on here in qualifying as Liam Thurso goes past Gaza. Maybe Gaza trying to be a bit strategical here again and trying getting the slipstream, because the slipstream is very, very powerful in these cars. It's massively powerful in these cars. We saw at Donington, we had three car wide action in Donington. Obviously that is what cost Liam Thurso in the second race. He just got a little tap from Jamie F30, completely race incident. Jamie F30 just nabbed the curb on the inside at the S's last week, and Liam Thurso nowhere to go and no way to stop it. But he's looking quick here. Let's have an onboard lap with no commentary. Here we go then, a lap round with Liam Thurso. Does he improve on this lap time though? No, he doesn't. They're having the speedo up, showing what sort of speeds these cars will do. Here is Adam Morris in third place with the Machuca number 19 car. We're in the stadium section here. Boyrax are at the front of that group, followed by Jamie F430. Then Adam Morris at the back. Not a very good track this for Jamie F430. Started off strong in Donington. Not quite got the hang of it around here though. Away for Boyrax using all the curb. Did he improve? No, he doesn't. But Jamie F430 puts himself in 6th place. That's a lot better from the championship leader coming into this round. Might not be the championship leader on the way out though. He's going to have to do a fine bit of work and have a few results go his way in this race to exit Hockenheim as championship leader. Following Boyrax, a Purple Twig still in that pit lane. She's really, really confident. And now a name we didn't see last week, Radovan, excuse me. Radovan 80 in the number 2 Carston car. Currently sat in 7th, so looking alright. 7/10 off Purple Twig. It's amazing. I'll tell you what, this is what amazes me. Pretty much the top 12 is pretty much covered by 1 second in these cars. That's how tight it is. I mean, we could end up with a 6, 7, 8 car battle for the lead in the race, and that is what's so exciting. Because we have a minute left of qualifying. Now, thankfully, no one has disconnected and rejoined as Rudovon spun into the wall. If you can get that going again, as a pretty flat face though, I must admit. He's now got a flat face G40. but he can just about make it round to start another lap. I believe damage is on visual only. So you'll get round for another lap. Rd2 there trying to get round. The Les sat in 10th at the moment, 0.8 off of Purple Twig, as Jamie of 30 goes into second place on the grid, 0.185 off the Purple Twig 69. Fantastic stuff from the former championship leader. Adam Morris qualifying now over for him. He sat in the pits, so Purple Twig has to hope. Oh, and that's two-wheel action from Jamie F30. That will not help him at all. And as you get some nice PCARS 2 timing screens again, Ropsky will get like multiple number of 15th places. Both Gaza123 was third. That is qualifying over though for Jamie F30 after that little two accident. As Boy Raxa now comes through the final two corners using the bit of the curve, getting it turned into onto the apex of the final corner now. Onto the main straight we come. Does he improve? No, he doesn't. He stays in 4th place there. Purple Twig. Lima Thurso 6th. Rd2 80 in 7th. I will apologise if I get your name wrong. Please do let me know. Seeks 44, just going wide at the final turn, and that will be his lap ruined. Obviously trying to push the car a bit too much, he stays in 8th place. Slider Gas 28 looks to be 9th, and 10th seems to be someone we can't see now. So the results will come soon enough once everyone has finished their laps. I can only view people in the pits. There's Jamie F430 sat on the pit lane, but Purple Twig 69, a phenomenal lap there. Puts her in pole position for race number 2. Here we go then, Purple Twig 69 on pole with 0.185. Jamie F430 is 2nd. Gaza123 is 3rd. Boy Raxa 14 is 4th. Adam Morris is 5th, and lining up alongside him is Liam Thurso. Rd2 80 is in 7th, Seats 44 is in 8th, Slider Gas 28 in 9th, The Les is 10th, defending champion RS Jim 77 is 11th, Ginger Boyson gets 12th, Mizet 21 is 13th, Shadow Stalker DBS is 14th, Ropsky is 15th, and the last man on the grid for race number 2. We now wait for the boys to go into their load up screen. There's 17 laps around here. So whilst we wait for the boys and girls to ready up, a few facts about the GT5 version, which is of the G40, which these cars are. Rear-wheel drive and front engine. They have a top speed of 146 miles an hour with 160 brake horsepower. They weigh just over 2,000 pounds at 2006. They have a 6-speed sequential gearbox and a straight 4 engine. Now 0 to 100 now going on Project Cars, I'm guessing that's kilometers an hour. Takes 5.09 seconds to get to 60, or effectively 62. So a little bit of an update on that. Remember, this event is sponsored by Emily Lynn Scott, who will be driving in the Ginetta Junior Championship this year, part of the British Touring Car support package. Her first race is tomorrow, I think, if I read the schedule correctly. So we're driving that car in anger around Brands Hatch Indy, so good luck to her and the rest of the field there. For the Ginetta Juniors, I saw a few pictures of her testing, saying car feels good, so hopefully all goes well for her. Hope she can get up and get points on the board. As we're waiting for the 3 red lights here on Project Cars. Racing round 2, race number 2, and the 4th point scoring round for this Ginetta GT5 Championship Season 11 Next Gen. Rd2. Here we go then. Sync the race. Rd2 with a bonus point for pole position. 3 red lights, and we are now green here at Hockenheim National. Horrible starting angle to go from, but Rd2 gets a very, very good start. Produces a little bit of daylight between her and Jamie. There's Jamie F430, Gaza, Boyraxer. Fifth, we've got no sudden incidents as we come up to turn number 2 here. That's a nice little move around the outside, maybe Lima Thurso. Boyraxer trying to go around the inside, but I think Lima Thurso is going to hold on to that. 5th place for Lima Thurso confirmed. That's very, very clean getaway though from everyone. The Les, a horrible start. Maybe he might have had an issue off the start line there as we come down into the double 90 right. Purple to X69 still holds the lead, but Jamie is right up her chuff. Probably not the best saying, but that is about the size of it. There, 644, where's defending champion? There's NXTGEN 77 looking and defending here from Ginger Poisson, but Ginger Poisson has gone around the outside of NXTGEN. That's a fantastic move. NXTGEN now trying to fend off 644. Oh my word, that is Purple Twig and Jamie F430. That is a massive accident. Jamie F430 on his roof, and that will surely be him out of this race. I'm not too sure on the reset button for next gen, but that is massive. I did not see what happened there. I was not expecting to see Jamie F430 on his roof in this race. In fact, I wasn't expecting anyone to be on their roof in this race. That is game over for Jamie F430. That means Gaza123 inherits the lead. RDF1 Adam Morris from Race Department is in second. Lima Thurso third. Boyraxer 14 is fourth. Radovon biding his time and now up to fifth. In the top 5 now, Ginger Poisson is up into 6th. NXTGEN now 7th. Seeks 44 is 8th. Mazay 21 9th. Ropsk in 10th. Delez in 11th. Shadow Stalker 12th. Slider Gas 28th. In 13th. Purple Twig right with them again on the back of the field here. That is definitely game over for Jamie F430. Gaza leads in the lead. They'll have to be cautious. There will be yellow flags down here. So no overtaking into this stadium section, I would assume. There's the stricken Jamie F430. He will not be going anywhere and any further in this race. He would not have completed a lap. That will be highly frustrating for him and could be quite devastating in his championship attack, even though it's quite early here. So Gaza123 controlling this race quite nicely. He's got 3 feisty people behind. And Purple Twig has gone round now. That's at the stadium section through the hairpin, yeah. Through the hairpin, she's gone round. This has been a horrible race now for Purple Twig. Brilliant starting position, but could not capitalise on that at all. We're here with Ginger Poisson with NXTGEN right behind him now, and that's a bit wide for Mazay 21. Yep, who's going to get passed by the Les into turn 2. That's a cracking move. Good, optimistic move there. Taking his chance as well as the Les. We go back up to Ginger Poisson and NXTGEN here. On board with the champion who's trying to defend his crown. I can see the gap getting closer and closer at the front. 2 tenths separate them. What else can NXTGEN do? Yeah, that is confirmed. Jamie F430 is out of the race. He has retired. Very big shame for him. Go on board with Adam Morris, looking at first place Gaza, 1, 2, 3. As they can't rest because this man here is behind him, Liam Thurso. And behind that, Boy Raxer. These 4 racers looking to really pull a gap on the rest of the field and then battle out for this first place. Trying to make gains on everything. Adam Morris sat in a perfect position right now with Jamie out of this one and was 11th in race 1. Come into it. Oh, that's a tap. That's a tap. That's Liam Thurso and Adam Morris receiving a tap from Liam Thurso, who then sends him right into the path of Boy Raxer. Liam Thurso did not take the place, though he did let Adam Morris continue on in front of him. But that's cost them all time. Looks like... Oh, hello, Liam Thurso down the inside now. No, not quite. Can't quite get that overlap. He will get the run, though, on the exit. That's a fantastic move from Liam Thurso. Better than the first attempt on Adam Morris. He's now past Boy Raxer and back him into third, but Boy Raxer coming back with a switch back again. Trying to get around the outside. That's not quite going to work. Yeah, he's going to get forced wide by Liam Thurso, running him out of room. And behind we've got a battle as well. Radovan 80 trying to defend from Ginetta Poisson, and behind that we have Seeks, Deleuze and Mazet 21. Battles all through the field right now. Shadowstalker's got a little gap there. Purple Twig 69 is unfortunately probably not going to move much from there. Oh, and we have Shadowstalker has not, who's disappeared. We've lost a racer. Radovan. Oh no, that's Adam Morris is gone. Adam Morris looks like he might have disconnected. Big things happening at the front of this championship there. So now we have a bit of gap now for the lead of 1.5 for Gaza to Boy Raxer. Liam Thurso obviously repassed by Boy Raxer. I'm guessing there must have been an incident between those 3 second to 4th, because that is a very big gap as we now look back. Ginetta Poisson, Radovan looking to capitalize, but here comes RS Jim down the inside, maybe of Ginetta Poisson, not quite. Can he get the exit? No. Cracking driving from Ginetta Poisson, putting it on the line, making sure Jim can't get past. So it's going to be very frustrating here for Jim. He knows he can get past them, but not quite doing it here on lap number 5. This is probably your closest battle, as Deleuze has got past Seeks, and now Seeks has got Mazet 21 up his rear. There's the Mobile 1 curve. Very tight line from Seeks. Looks like Mazet might have carried a bit more pace, but couldn't quite capitalise, couldn't find the gap. Back to the battle for 4th. Ginetta Poisson all over the back here of Radovan 80. Gap to the leaders is slowly coming down. 1 second now between Gaza and Boy Raxer. See there just in the forefront of your shot as the Les has lost time now to Seeks and Mazet. And he's pulled it all back out, and Seeks has got Mazet 21 for company here, trying to battle out for 8th place. Go back though to this pretty much bumper to bumper action for position number 4. Can Radovan hold back Ginetta Poisson? No looking at the inside from any of the racers at this attempt, but that is a lovely line maybe from Poisson. No, not quite. He can't quite get the speed up together for that one as they carry on racing. Brings RS Jim right to the back now of Poisson. Go on board with Jim again. Let's have a look at his view here. RS Jim looking at the back now of Ginger Poison. As Ginger Poison looks to be up the inside now. Yes, he's got that into the hairpin, and that's done deal for Ginger Poison. A cracking move. Jim looks to capitalise on this as well. He's not quite got the overlap coming into the left and right S's here. He is looking though. But Ginger Poison has now been released into 4th place. Rd2 not quite defending enough there to concern Poison. He looks up the inside, trying to get in his mirror. Brakes a bit earlier, gets a nice line, but no real extra speed carry through there. Back to track side, and that is the Seeks and Mazet having a good battle as we come to turn 2 with them for 8th place. Fantastic little racing here. And now, I believe, we also have a slight race on for 10th place. I noticed, I think Purple Twig has now retired as well. 3 retirements so far in this race. Jamie F430 ended up on his roof after the Moba 1 curve. I don't know how that happened, but I got a feeling it was involving Purple Twig 69, who is the 3rd retirement. The 2nd retirement, Adam Morris, whether he disconnected or not remains to be seen. We join back to 4th now. Ginger Poison hasn't actually shaken off Rd2, with RS Jim still looking in the background there in 6th place. Into the stadium section as we go back at Seeks 44 now with Mazet 21. Looking very tasty, and that looks like that is inside line. That is for Ropsgate. Shadow Stalker not quite giving that position up quite yet. But do you feel it's only a matter of time before he does? Oh, that looks like a much nicer line from Ropsky through there. You ought to carry a bit more speed. Lovely line through the last corner. He's got the run coming out onto the main straight as we go on to lap 8 with these guys. He's not going to look up there, is he? No, in the mirrors. Oh, he almost lost the rear, and that is the Les. As he has gone off, he has spun there, and lovely view of the engine, I will give it that, sir. Displaying the whole car off, but that is not what he was looking for, guaranteed. And RS Jim has made a mistake somewhere as well. He's now behind Seeks, and Mazet 21 has got ahead of Seeks. Ginger Poison gradually making his way in front of Rd2, getting that little gap. He's up to 0.7 right now. The leading gap is 1.1 at the moment, although it isn't Gaza in the lead anymore, it is Boyraxo. So Gaza 123 has made a mistake somewhere, and that has cost him dearly. He's now 4.7 behind the lead. Boyraxo then. Could he make this 2 wins of 2 for the evening? He's on lap 9. Who knows? Who knows? That could get highly interesting very, very quickly, with 8 laps remaining here. But he has now got Liam Arthurso hunting him down for company. RS Jim has now got past Seeks, and that is Mazet has spun at the first turn, probably dipping a wheel onto the curbing there and losing the back end. Very easily done in these cars. And as I thought, Ropsky getting past Shadow Stalker, but Shadow Stalker not last. Spider Gas 28 having a mare of a race. Is now in last place in that number 50 machine. Now up to the lead. Boyraxo 9/10 now. Ahead of that's interesting lines up from Boyraxo, but they definitely work. But if Liam Arthurso can get in that slipstream, down through the Parabolica and into that double 90 right, that could close him nicely in on Boyraxo. Look back at RSGEN and 644, both of them in the mid-pack at the moment. Not quite the race they were both expecting. So... continue to watch this unfold. Not many close races at the moment, apart from Shadow Stalker's got back past Ropsky, so Ropsky's had a mistake somewhere. Means he's going to have to recover from that and try and get back past Shadow Stalker. Go up through turn 2 and into the Parabolica. Looks if we can find any other battles on the field, because this one's starting to spread out a bit until Ropsky catches up. Not many battles going on this time. RSGEN still has seats behind him, but still a bit of a gap, so no real threat there. Boy Raxer now 8/10. He is losing time to Liam Thurso here. At the moment. We need to follow the leaders here. You go into the double 90 right, now 6/10 the gap. Looks like Seeks has made a mistake somewhere, now it's behind Mazet, and he's going to have the legs for company soon. But here is probably one of the closest battles on the circuit at the moment, Shadow Stalker and Ropsky. The stadium section, 7/10 the gap for the leaders at the moment. Oh, Ropsky really late under the brakes there, but I think he's going to lose a bit of time because of the line. Now I'm just watching Jamie F30 stream from earlier. Find out what happened to those leading two, because they were on their way and going. Oh yes, that's it. That's interesting. Both Purple Twig 69 and Jamie F30, no contact at all. Both got a wheel on the curve at the exit, the Mobile 1 curve, as Shadowstalker and Ropsky have just gone through. Both of them losing the back end. Jamie F30's car gripping up by the looks of it. And yeah, just either the weight momentum or he had a slight tap because someone had nowhere to go and just put him on the roof of the car. So that is what happened to the leading pair from lap 1. You can watch Shadow Stalker here, but Ropsky's made another mistake. So a gap has reopened. If Shadow Stalker can keep this up, he will stay there and score points. Here's Rd2. He's now 2 seconds behind Ginetta Poisson. And the number 2 machine there. There's Gaz123 running around on his own. Remember, he made a mistake earlier at this race. Up to the leader, we have Boy Rex of 14 and Liam Thurso 9/10 the gap. We wait for it on the line. Through on The line is 0.773. Gap gradually, slowly coming down, but very good race management from Boeing Rexer 40, making sure that Liam doesn't get too close here. And that is Zeke's, and the Les very close on track, and Mosaic 21 has made another mistake round here. He is now in the middle of the battle between Shadowstalker and Ropsky. Phenomenal times right now. Not many people getting a clean race out of this, but the leader now up down to 4/10, where that is not the concertina effect you normally get. Starts to build back up, around half a second now, so Liam Thurso starting to apply a bit of pressure now to Boy Rex to make sure he doesn't make a mistake here. If he makes a mistake, Liam Thurso will be right on his back end and potentially past him. Boy Rex are looking to become the first double winner of the season, the first one to take 2 wins, and 2 wins on the same night. Continue to go around. Half a second here. Shadowstalker and Mosaic 21. Mosaic 21's on the inside of Shadowstalker. I'm glad we switched now, because that is a pass well done by Mosaic 21, but Shadowstalker looking to come back now. No, he decides better of it. Let him go. Don't lose much more time than he already has. The Les has got past 6:44 now. Lovely sight at the engine, that straight 4, but the lead is now down to 3/10 as we come up to turn number 2. Through turn 2 we go now. Boy Rex are literally trying to make sure Liam Thurso can't get any sort of inside line. He cannot let him have the inside line through anything now. Any mistake now and Liam Thurso is there. And is that another retirement? Yes it is. Mosaic 21 has now retired from the race. Only 11 runners now left. 4 retirements so far during the race, as we continue to watch the leading duo battle it out. Slider gas is now no longer last, because Ropsky has fallen back behind him. As we go through the Mobile 1 curve here into the stadium section here at Hockenheim. 0.2 now the gap. This is now looking like an interesting finale to this race number 2. There are plenty of opportunities here to overtake at Hockenheim National. There's definitely no shortage of them. You've just got to plan it carefully. Look for those mistakes that your opponent's going to make and pounce on their weakness. Bit wide that from Liam Thurso, but trying to carry as much speed as he possibly can through that final turn. You want to carry more pace through here so you can try and set up for... Oh, that's a dangerous line from Liam Thurso. Very dangerous line to be out that curb right now at this time of the race. He's pushing the car so hard, trying to get that first place and the win that he desperately wanted last week, but was cruelly denied of a good finish, which has left him in 10th in the championship going into this race, into this round tonight. Oh, he's carrying more momentum, but he can't carry it through the car in front of him. He's going to have to back off. He may have to set up Boy Rex here for more of an exit than an entry. Try and get a better run through everything. He's a bit wide through there, but probably flat, but he does lose time doing that, going that wide line, taking more distance around the track. We are now on board with Ginetta Poisson. Not much else happening right now. On track, Six is not far behind the Les. There he is. Slider gas now 7 seconds ahead. We go back to the leading duo here onto lap number 16, the penultimate time. That is very, very wide from Liam Thurso. I don't think he's even going to bother looking into turn 2, because that is not the line he was looking for. He's actually lost a couple of tenths there through turn 1. As we go now through turn 2 now, down into the Parabolica, and Ginger Poisson possibly making a mistake there. He's the gap now 6 tenths between him and Radovan 80. The gap drastically closing. Yeah, those two now looking to scrap it out for fourth place. Sorry. Here tonight in race number 2. Continue to watch the lead though, because this is going to be a tense sprint. You might as well scrap the other 16. These 16 laps, you might as well put them on a 1 lap sprint, because that's what it's come down to. It's going to come down to a 1 lap scrap. I'm into the hairpin for the 16th time of 17. It's phenomenal racing between these boys at NXTGEN. Go into the penultimate turn, into the final turn we go now. Out of it for the 16th time. Final lap for these boys around the Hockenheim National Circuit. Who's going to take the win? It's half a second the gap now. Radovan is also around half a second behind Ginger Poisson. Keep an eye on that gap. And also Slider Gas up to 9th now. Shadow Stalker making a mistake somewhere, but Boyraxo leads to turn number 2. Do the Parabolica for the final time. Liam Thurso right in the slipstream, only 3 tenths now. That's going to be effective. Only get enough of a run. It's not the largest run, but it's long enough for these cars. No, he's going to think about another move potentially. Maybe saving it up for that stadium section. Straight in the slipstream, you can see him just following Raxa's every move possible, trying to keep that slipstream going. Goes through, straight back in the slipstream, entering the stadium section for the final time tonight. The Mobil 1 curve, 4 tenths the gap. I think Liam Thurso has lost a bit too much time through the long right-hander before the stadium section here tonight. Through the S's we come 3 tenths the gap. It's going to have to be a dive bomb, but I don't think he's going to bother trying. He'll settle for a second, I think. He's going to have to. Boyrax comes through the final corner for the final time now and takes the checkered flag for race number 2. He is the first double winner of the season. Liam Thurso, second. Fantastic racing from Boyrax of 14. Radovan has made a mistake, maybe. He's lost a bit of time, but Gaza comes home in 3rd. Ginger Poisson will now be in 4th. Fantastic by him. Radovan, on his first time I've seen him, there in 5th. RS Jim comes home 6th as the carnage begins. The Deleuze has Seeks right on his tail now as we come down into the penultimate corner. Seeks looking at the inside now. Can he get him through there? Oh, the Deleuze just cuts him off there. I think it'll be Les getting 7th then. Seeks gets... 8th then for Seeks. Slider Gas coming home for 9th then. Very well stuck out, right at the back for most of the race. And bided his time there. Shadow Stalker isn't last. He comes home in 10th and 11th, but not least, and certainly not last technically in classifications, it's Ropsky. Stuck it out for some points there. So the final results. Boyraxa 14 takes the race 2 win from Liam Thurso. Gaza 123 takes 3rd. Ginger Poisson takes 4th. Radovan 80 takes 5th. RS Jim 77, the defending champion, takes 6th. Deleuze 7th. 644 comes 8th. Slider Gas 28 is 9th. Shadow Stalker DBS is 10th. And Ropsky 11th. The retirements in that race were Jamie F430, Adam Morris, Purple Twig 69, and Mazet 21. So hopefully you've enjoyed the race 2 here from Hockenheim National, I shall quickly find out where we are next week, because next week, same time, well, 8:30. 8:30 next week, we will be racing again here with NXTGEN in Season 11. For everyone. I agree, some fantastic racing there tonight from the boys. Really, really good. Not a lot of contact. At all. So next week we shall be at Holton Park National. So that should be a fantastic race round with these cars around Holton Park National. So I think NXTGEN, thanks for Scott sponsoring this, and thank you all for watching tonight. It's been a pleasure to commentate on these boys again for round 2. So round 3 next week. Holton Park National. To keep updated on points, do go on to the NXTGEN Facebook page. Results will be published there before you hear them from me next week. So I've been Jordan Harding, and I shall see you next week. Thank you for watching.